Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited that you're coming back this week. This is actually my third time, 3 times trying to tape this, and for some reason it is shutting off mid reading the other way I was holding it with my new setup. So I apologize again. I'm going to have to go to my old ways, but these are the decks that I'm using. The Avalon card by Colette Baron Reed, the one that I used last week as well. The Life Purpose card by Doreen Virtue, and the Archangel Raphael Healing cards by Doreen Virtue. And I know there's been a little bit of controversy around her, but I bought these cards like at least 18, 20 years ago, and I'm still using them today. So at the bottom of the deck for the Wisdom of Avalon cards, we have the Birth or Rebirth card. And I think on the theme of last week, to really start going within and asking yourself questions, what's still working for me, what's not working for me. It's a rebirth. It's a birth to a new you. It's a rebirth to let go once again of everything that's no longer serving you, and to really take a new step and go from there. On the bottom of the Life Purpose card is the Study. And, I love Udemy. I'm not being sponsored by them or nothing, but I go to Udemy all the time, and they have courses on everything. You name the topic and you can go there. So try something new. Is there something that's been interesting? I mean, anything from, in my topic, like energy healing, tarot cards, to computer skills, to flower arrangements, you name it, they have it. So the study card says to the reading, research, and education help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. So anything that kind of calls to you in the pit of your stomach, or an interest that you might have, go for it. Find somewhere you can study, and find somewhere where you can, find out more of and learn. The other card on the bottom of the Archangel Raphael Healing card is a massage. And I know with COVID right now, we can't really, at least not here yet, get massages, but we can do self-care. Okay, we can take a bath, say for instance with Epsom salt or chamomile or lavender. We can go for a walk in nature. We can do our nails. We can do our hair. We can give ourselves a mask. There's tons of stuff that you can do to make yourself feel better. Okay, so with then we dive into the reading, and this reading is for February 22nd to the 27th, and maybe even through the weekend. And we start with the raven. And the raven to me is a beautiful bird. I mean, I see them around my work all the time. They're very loyal to their partner. They partner for life. They raise their young for years. They don't let them go after a couple of weeks. They actually stay as a unit, as a family. And the card says magic, coincidence, and synchronistic events. So again, magic is creating your own life, right? To find that nugget within, that drive, or that little bit of inner guidance that has been pushing you, even though you might have ignored it, but it's pushing you to create your own life. That also means trusting yourself, that you have the tools, that you have the knowledge within to create that new life, to create that new you. I think we're all kind of stuck in a rut for the last couple of months, and we're trying to kind of come out the other end a better us. And so therefore it's important to not only trust that you have the inner guidance, but also to follow it. And once again, it's followed by restriction. And I do believe last week this card came up as well. And to me, restrictions is also always something within the mind, our own thoughts that kind of sabotage ourselves, that sabotage our progress. Maybe we're afraid, maybe we're told that we're not, good enough, that we don't have the skills, that we don't have the tools, or you feel like you don't have the tools. But again, to create your own life, you have to trust that you do. And again, you can study, find a subject that interests you, and just start reading up on it. You don't have to go to school. You don't have to get a diploma, but just find some interesting literature on it, or a course. Or, there's plenty of things on YouTube that you can follow that maybe spark your interest, and from there you can take the next step. It would be that a course, be that a book, be going to school, joining a group on Facebook. There's so many possibilities really right now to create the life that we really want for ourselves. Okay, so trust that you have the inner guidance. The raven is there. Once again, it's always a bird. So look at things from a bird's eye view. Don't stay stuck in the drama. Let go of things that no longer serve you. Trust that you have the inner guidance. Let go of any restrictions. And the wind fairy here, again, also reference the thoughts, the words, and the intellectual analysis of our thoughts, because they're so these two together is to really question your thoughts. Where are they coming from? Where did they stem from? Are these my thoughts, or have I been told this by somebody and I took it as my truth, but it's not really my truth? I just believed when it was said to me. And then let go, and then find the trust and find the magic and create the magic in your own life. Okay, it's only you. Only you can do this. Then the fire fairy, and I think, again, also this came up last week as well, to really use your creative inspirations to come up with new plans and to come up with new ways of seeing things, to really let go of the old patterns, the old thoughts, trust that you have the inner guidance, and with creative action and optimism, you will create a new you. And then the bonus card for that deck is actually the serpent. And I do believe a lot of people think the serpent is a bad thing, but it's actually a card of healing. The snake has been from ages, even from an Egyptian time. It has always been coincide with healing and medicine. So, this is, again, once again, to heal yourself, to get more knowledge, and to find healing with yourself. So to recap on this one really quick, find that spark within, create your own life, trust that you have the knowledge and the inner guidance, overcome the sabotage, the mindset, the monkey mind that keeps chatting. Really question your thoughts, your words. Words do have power. So what you tell yourself, you believe. So change those things around. And then find the creative actions and move forward, okay? And stay optimistic, and then you can heal yourself. Then the second deck is sensitivity. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. So again, once you create your life and once you're into this healing power and you're letting go of negative thoughts, your vibration actually ups, and therefore you become more sensitive. So you're going to have to adjust. You're going to have to adjust the patterns that you think, that you eat, the people that you surround you with, television shows, anything that aggravates you, you're going to have to kind of put to the side. It's not that you have to completely let them go, but you do have to be very sensitive of what you put in your body and surround yourself with, because when you become more sensitive, those things actually aggravate you. And I have to say right now in this moment, I really had a bout and a warning about 2 weeks ago that I kind of overdid it, eating those things that I'm not supposed to. And I had to pay the price for it. I know that I'm sensitive. I've been sensitive for years, but I was ignoring it. And so yes, this card definitely speaks to me. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. So I've really been focusing on eating healthful foods, more salads, more vegetable soups, and really stay within shows that don't have too much violence. And I know that all sounds cliche, but it really does make a huge difference. Okay, and when you become more sensitive, you don't want to become overstimulated, because that, once again, if you become overstimulated, you won't be accessing your trust. You won't be accessing your inner guidance. You'll be so focused on what's going on in your body that you're actually not creating your own life. So pay attention to the sensitivity, okay? Find yourself, maybe sounds or things that you're used to be fine with now aggravate you, gives you a headache, smells, foods. They're no longer agreeing with your body. So you really have to let go and just be aware that when you become more sensitive, you're going to have to adjust, okay? But this card is supported. So it is supported by the universe. So your life purpose fully supports you. So by creating your own life and focusing on the things that no longer feed our bodies, that don't feed our souls, and letting go of those, we are supported by the universe. And this card, again, the artist card, speaks to these two cards, and even the trust card, and then even again the raven card, right? When we put these all together, we can see when we go into creativity, and that when we really trust that we have the inner guidance and the power to create our own life, and we focus on creativity in any subject. This doesn't have to be specific, but engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. And what they mean by that really is to say that when you do something creative, you're accessing the right side of your brain, which means your monkey mind actually goes quiet. And when you're in that space, intuitive thoughts and intuitive feelings can actually enter your body. So that's why it's so important to really do something creative. And this can be anything. Okay, you can paint, you can anything that fulfills that creative energy within you. And it is supported. Okay, so, but yeah, it's very important to go and do something creative to access that side of you. Talk to your angels. Again, we're supported in all this, right? We're not alone. So sometimes in these energies, we really do feel isolated and alone, but we're not. Okay, so instead of worrying, ask the divine for guidance. Talk to your angels. We all have them. You might not know them by name, but that doesn't mean they're not there. Okay, so when you're in these moments of creativity, when you're in the zone, sometimes you get these nuggets of knowledge, and you might think, oh, where that came from? Well, those are your angels. Okay, so you're never alone. You're always surrounded by your guardian angels. So instead of worrying, ask the divine for guidance. Okay, whoever you feel compelled to call on. This can be Jesus, Mary. This can be angels. It could be guides. It could be Buddha. It could be, any of the ascended masters, whoever you feel inclined to call on. And then the light and love, your purpose is to bring divine healing light and love to this world. So, and I think if you're watching my channel, you're probably very familiar with light worker or the purpose of a light worker. And again, this is where we really have to go into the energy of becoming our best self, because in order to be a light worker and spread light and love, we have to be in that energy. And in order to be in this energy, we do have to be sensitive. And because we, in short, will have to talk to our angels to get the guidance, so then we can be kind of light for others, so they can ask us for help, and to be, kind of like that lighthouse, right? That light that goes round and round in the dark, where the sailors find their way to shore. Well, that's our purpose. But you have to really create your best self and be sensitive enough. So that means you have to let go of those things that aggravate your body, so you're in a higher energy vibration. Again, this is supported by the universe, so you can be that beacon light for others. And your bonus card on these are actually two. It's your spiritual teacher and counseling. So the spiritual teacher is you heal with classes, sessions, and seminars. So again, you can go to study. So not only study yourself, but also teach others. Okay, and I don't mean that in a forceful way. I mean, be the energy that you want to convey to others. But you can plant little nuggets. You can plant little seeds, and then over the weeks to come or the months to come, you water them, and then you see that person grow as well. And then counseling, give counsel to others. You heal with kind words, wise advice, and empathetic ear. So sometimes just by listening. So the spiritual teacher and the counseling card are together. So those are the bonus card for the Archangel Michael healing cards. But we have to be in light and love. And in order to achieve this information, we have to be able to access the energy from the above, from the others. I call them, lack a better word, because we are supported. And because we have to become more sensitive in order to do this, it's best to really do some kind of creative project for you to get those nuggets, those little moments of inspiration where you go, okay, let's go this way. And then start taking classes, start reading up, start doing something new so you get inspired, okay? Because our job ultimately is to be there for other people, to be that guided light, not to live their life for them, okay? There is a difference, but to really do support that person and to show them the way, and then give them the tools so they can, in that moment, then take those tools and live their best life. Okay, so become the spiritual teacher by being who you want to be your best self, lead by example. You always heard it said, like, kids will do as they see you do, not by what you tell them, right? So, and then counseling, you heal with kind words and advice, and then plant that little seed and then keep watering it. The next deck is the I'm sorry. This row is actually the life purpose deck. Now we're going into the Archangel Raphael healing deck. So home help, which is kind of a coincidence, but it says, "Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for giving me the courage to ask for and accept help from you, the angels, and others in matters regarding my family and home." So this is not always easy, and I totally get it that sometimes we're so stuck in our thoughts, we're so stuck in our drama or life or whatever's going on, that we feel we either don't want to ask for help, we're stuck in the moment, but really this card is suggesting in all this, remember, we're creating our best life, to overcome that and then ask for some home help. At this moment, I'm living this right now. We're actually having a project done in our house, and that project's been on hold for at least 6-7 years. And I finally just bit the bullet and asked for help, because this is not easy for me. But here I am, and this card pops up. So I hope this, resonates with you as well. And then acceptance. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, please help me accept that everything is going into the right direction. So we don't always see the big picture. Okay, and this is why I always ask when I see a bird to rise above and to see things from a universal perspective or from a bird's eye view. Because in the moment, in the drama, you don't always see where you're headed. Sometimes, things come on our path and we're so bitter or angry or sad or sick, for that matter, that we just don't see the light through the trees or the trees through the forest. But we are, again, supported. And when we talk to our angels and we ask for help, accept that that you're guided. You're not alone. Okay, so you are moving in the right direction. It's like little stepping stones. It's little nuggets of light that inspired or inspirations that hit you when you're in that creative moment, when you're in that zone. Pay attention to those, and then trust that I have to drink a little bit of water. I'm sorry. Sorry for that. Trust that you're moving into the right direction. And then Jesus, the healer. I have been blessed throughout the years to actually be in the presence of Jesus, or his energy for that matter, in meditation. And I have to say, it is so soothing, healing, and loving. And he's always super accepted. So, dear Jesus, thank you for your divine healing power and presence. Again, when I say Jesus, I mean the overall loving energy, the one that accepts everything. Sometimes I feel certain interpretations of Jesus are not always correct in my mind. He's one that is total acceptance of everybody. Doesn't matter what creed, sex, problem, sin. To me, he's ultimate love. Okay, so even when I was in meditation and I was in his presence, that's all he showed me. This very loving, peaceful, totally accepting, non-judgmental light that surrounded me. So to me, that's what I go with. And so we thank him to be in his presence. So again, once again, you're not by yourself, okay? That doesn't mean you have to believe necessarily in, if you're a Buddhist or you believe in the Quran or Hinduism. That doesn't mean that you have to take this as gospel. Take it as it is. But I can only tell you from my experience, when I was in his presence, it was very loving and acceptance. So again, the acceptance is here. You can ask for help. Alternative medicine. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for guiding me to the ideal healing treatment modality and for giving me clear signs and messages to validate the best path for my well-being. Okay, so nothing wrong with doctors, okay? There's nothing wrong with Western medicine. I will say that I took the path of Reiki almost 20 years ago now because Western medicine did not actually help me with a lot of things because I am so sensitive. So a lot of medicines I'm allergic to. So I had to find an alternative way to to heal myself. That doesn't mean I don't go to the doctor. I actually was there 2 weeks ago. So to me, it's a combination of both. But if you don't get the right answer from a doctor, find alternative medicine. There's plenty of naturalists or naturopath or holistic medicine that can help you. Okay, so you can do acupuncture, you can do Reiki, you can do pranic healing. There's plenty of other modalities out there that can help you along. So don't not go to a doctor, especially if you experience something, immediately. That's not what I'm saying at all. And I'm not saying that doctors are bad either. I'm not. But I do say that there's other treatments out there if something keeps bothering you for quite some time and the doctors don't have an answer right away. Okay. And then listen to your intuitive feelings. It says, "Dear higher self, thank you for speaking loudly and clear in a peaceful ways that I easily understand. Archangel Raphael, thank you for guiding me to listen to my inner wisdom." So once again, to go back to this card, trust. Trust that you can create your own guidance, that you create your own best life. Listen to your intuitive feelings. You are protected. Go into the creative energy. Let go of the restrictions of your mind or your belief systems. Really think about your thoughts, your words, and your intellectual analysis. How do you talk to yourself? Words really do have power. Is it all positive? Is it all negative? We tend to be more strict or negative to ourselves than towards others. So really kind of go within and follow the dialogue that's going on in your mind, and then go into that creative action and optimism. You're very sensitive at the moment to create that higher energy field that we need to be into to become that light and love. We need to become more sensitive, which also means that we have to alter our food patterns, the people that we surround ourselves with, the shows that we watch, anything that affects us and our body. We don't want to become overloaded, okay? But we are supported. We are able to talk to our angels. We are able to ask for help. We're accepted. Ask for the guidance of Jesus. Also explore different medicines. I'm not saying not to go to the doctor. As a matter of fact, if there's something going on, immediately please go. Okay, call 911 if you have to. But there is other modalities out there as well that can be complementary. Okay, there's many clients that I treat with Reiki that have gone to doctors and have gotten the help and stuff like that. But Reiki can benefit them. And then listen to your intuitive feelings. Trust that the guidance is there. Okay, and the bonus card for that one is consult a nutritionist. Again, that goes with sensitivity, right? So find somebody in alternative medicine, because I'm not necessarily going for a dietitian. I'm not necessarily looking for restrictive calories, or what I'm looking for is nutritionist, somebody that can tell me what foods really benefit my body, my particular body, or your particular body for that matter, and the foods that can help and aid. Okay, nobody's body is the same, so find somebody that you can trust and talk to that will give you that information to really up your vibration into your body so you can heal yourself. And then take it easy on yourself. And I'm guilty of that one as well. But really take time to love yourself. It says, "Dear Archangel Michael, please help me detach, retreat, and let go so that healing can occur." Okay, so again, we already mentioned this. Let go of those patterns and thought patterns that no longer work for us. Be creative in creating the new you. Trust that you can. Pay attention to the thoughts and words that you have, because they do have power. You are becoming more sensitive, so be aware of that, because if you're on overload, that means your body gets inflamed. I'm struggling with that right now, and I'm way past it already. I'm much better than I was, but 2 weeks ago, I really had to pay the price for that, okay? So be conscious of how things affect you. And this can be anything. Okay, it doesn't necessarily only have to be food. This can be, friends, family, nature, shows, anything that's going on around you. If it affects you negatively, be aware of that and then kind of counter it. But you are supported in this, okay? But take care of yourself. Please take it easy. Don't be too hard on yourself. Nobody's going to be, this is about you and taking your time to become a better self. All right, so this is what it is for this week. I hope this will make sense, and I will see you next week, okay? Thank you. Bye.